Hello, lovely ladies. How are you? My name is Vicky from Ascent Health and Fitness. If you don't already know me, and if I haven't met you, hi, how are you going? Nice to meet you. Sing out, say hi, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, or if you can see me, or if you just want to say hi, that'd be nice. So each week I plan on doing a video on Facebook here called #Train with Vicky, because it's all about training with me. And what I'd like to discuss and talk about and cover off on and answer questions is anything women's health and fitness related. Anything that you're struggling with, anything that's bugging you, anything that's frustrating you, anything that's confusing you, anything that you would like more information about, let me know, and I'm going to cover off on that when I can. So each Monday I'm going to come to you and have a chat, and what would really help me is you letting me know the things that you're wanting more information about, that is confusing you, that's overwhelming you, that's frustrating you, that you just want to know a little bit more about. So pop them in the comments, or send me a DM if you would prefer. That is totally fine. I totally understand. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to chat about today, it's going to be super off the cuff. It's definitely not scripted, and it's more about me letting you know what I am struggling with at the moment. Because I was thinking this morning, when I was planning my week out, what do I have to do? And, work-wise, and thinking about what food I'm going to eat and what exercise I'm going to do. And I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so tired this morning. It wasn't even like I had a really big weekend. I thought I went to bed early enough to get myself enough sleep, but I wasn't particularly motivated when I woke up this morning. And I thought, oh, hang on a minute. I am definitely not the only one who feels that way, because I know that my clients certainly feel this way on the occasion as well. So what I thought I would share with you is what I'm struggling with at the moment. So just because I'm a PT and women's health and fitness coach does not mean I'm perfect. I am far from perfect, and I will be the first person to put my hand up and let you know that I am not perfect. I have the same thoughts and struggles as pretty much all other women. It's just in a different way. Well, sometimes it's not really in a different way either. So today is totally off the cuff. So I actually wrote some notes as well, so I wouldn't forget what I wanted to talk to you about. So what am I struggling with? Right now, what I'm struggling with, and I've already told you one, it's motivation. I am not always motivated to do a workout because I'm a little bit tired. Yes, we've all been a little bit busy. Those of us who have kids, getting kids back to school, we've all been busy. There's been 100 other things that have been going on. It's after Christmas, it's after New Year, and we're kind of still a bit in holiday mode where we don't really want to get up and move around. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with motivation. Oh, and the fact that it's so hot at the moment, doing any form of exercise really isn't that enticing or exciting. It's certainly not. So motivation is one that I'm struggling with, and I struggle with that all the time. Sometimes I'm more motivated than others, and that is totally normal. But sometimes it just doesn't come and knock on the door, and you don't wake up and go, oh, I'm so motivated, I'm going to do everything today. It doesn't always work like that. So motivation is one thing. The other thing is energy. I've also alluded to this as well. I don't always feel that I get enough sleep. I often wake up when I'm really, really tired, and I feel like I've got to drag myself out of bed, and it takes me a while to wake up. And then, afternoon comes along at 2 o'clock or 2:30 or something, or some other time around then, and you're just thinking, oh, I could just do with a nap now. I often feel like that as well. So that's another thing that I'm struggling with. It doesn't always happen, but it often does happen when I really feel that 2 or 3 o'clock come around and I think, okay, it's nap time. The other thing that I'm struggling with a little bit at the moment is the leftovers in our house. We have recently had a birthday party and there was lots of chocolates and sweet treats. And yes, there was many left over as well. So they're in the house, and no, I can't always control myself. And they're looking at me and they're just going, you know what, if you just eat me, then I'll be gone. So I also struggle a little bit with a sweet tooth, and I feel like I need to have a sweet tooth, a little sweet treat sometimes after lunch or after dinner. So I'm really trying to work on that at the moment as well. And the other thing along the healthy eating type line is I'm still in cheese platter mode. It's like I love a good cheese platter with crackers and a glass of champagne or something or other like that on the weekend. And I keep thinking, oh gosh, it'd be nice to sit down and have a glass of wine and some cheese. So that's another thing that I'm really struggling with at the moment as well. So let me know, pop your hand up, send me a little comment and let me know if those things that I'm struggling with are some of the same things that you are struggling with your health and fitness, what you're wanting to focus on at the moment as well. So let me know in the comments below or just send me a thumbs up. So what I thought I would go on with next is just letting you know the things that I am doing myself to combat those struggles that I'm feeling, to overcome them, to try and push them aside as much as I can. So number one thing I'm doing at the moment, and like I said, I'm writing a list. So I've got a little list here. See, it's a big mess, so you don't want to look at that. Number one thing that I'm doing, I'm making sure that I go for a walk. So we've got 2 dogs here at the moment and they need a walk because if they don't get a walk, they start to tear into things around the house, as some of you could probably understand. So I'm really making an effort, whether I feel like it or not, to take the dogs for a walk in the afternoon. Even if it's only 20 minutes, I'm making that effort to go. I do feel though sometimes here, I don't know if you're in Brisbane at the moment, I feel like I'm going to be abducted by mosquitoes. And I feel like I'm slapping myself the whole way around in our walk. But maybe that's burning a few extra calories, I don't know. But one thing I'm doing is making sure that I go for a walk. So that's almost every day I'm going for a walk. The other thing that I'm doing is, because I know that doing weight training or some kind of structured workout is really quite important, because one of my goals is to improve my strength, so get a little bit stronger, build some more muscle. I like to do weight training, and I do like to do weight training as well, but sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I'm not motivated to do those sessions. But what I do in that instance is I talk myself around it and say, okay, all right, just go and do one set of these exercises. By the time I've done one set of those exercises, I probably feel like I'm really into the routine again. I pop my headphones in and listen to some music or listen to a podcast. And then by the time I've done that one set, I go, okay, all right, well, I feel pretty good. I'm going to keep going. So I kind of trick myself into doing a workout. The other thing I do is go back and find a workout that I really enjoyed doing, and I will do that one. So if I really enjoy doing it, it's easier to do it. So see what I said there? If you find something you enjoy, it's going to be easier to do it. That's a little tip as well for trying to fit in exercise. So those are some of the exercise ones that I do. For my healthy eating, I make sure that I have healthy breakfast options in the house and also healthy lunch options in the house. So I've got no excuse to, go down the road and pick something up or make something that's probably not as healthful as I should choose. So I always make sure that I've got the healthy breakfast option and a healthy lunch option in the house, and I choose those first. Even if I don't necessarily feel like it, I will choose that first, and then I will say, okay, well, if I still really feel like whatever it is, I will have that next. So by the time I've already had that, I probably don't feel like anything else afterwards. So I make the healthiest choice that I can first, and then see how I go after that. The other thing that I'm doing is, because I have been overeating, and I know that there's a lot of other people like that, especially around Christmas and New Year, I'm back to recording my meals and what I'm eating on MyFitnessPal. Now, it's not something that I recommend all of the time, and I can do another live on that if you like later on as well. But I'm recording everything on MyFitnessPal. What it does is really show me how much I'm eating and how much I'm overeating. It also makes me think about what I'm about to eat. You know, because if I have to record it in MyFitnessPal and I don't hit that number by the end of the day, well, I'm not going to get the results that I want to get. And that's what it's all about. It's being consistent. So if I can consistently hit that number that I want in MyFitnessPal, then I'm bound to get the results that I want to get later on. So that's what I'm doing at the moment as well, is recording everything in MyFitnessPal. The other thing I'm doing is drinking lots and lots of water. So I'll show you, sorry to see the top of my head. I have my 1 litre water bottle here, and I am onto my second one. So I have my 1 litre water bottle here, and I fill that up every morning, and I make sure that I go through at least 2 of these a day. Yes, it means there's quite a lot of trips to the bathroom, but that's okay, because I know that I feel better. I know that I don't feel as sluggish. And the other thing is, I know my skin looks so much better when I've been making sure that I stay hydrated. So that is a big tip. Stay hydrated, at least 2 litres a day. And if you're doing a workout, you are going to need to increase that a lot more, because Brisbane humidity at the moment is craziness. And we are doing a lot of sweating. Hang on, girls don't sweat. Do we perspire, or we're glowing? So we're glistening or we're glowing. So I don't want to say that we're sweating because it sounds a bit gross. But that's another one, is lots and lots of water at the moment. And my last 2 tips is keeping those treats to a minimum. I'm not saying no completely, but I'm making sure that I really stop myself from going to town. So it might only be 1 little sweet treat after lunch, or 1 little sweet treat after dinner. I'm making sure that I don't let myself get carried away with having all of those, because that's easy to happen. I can just keep popping them down. Don't you worry about that. So stay on top of the sweet treats is the other thing that I'm doing. And the last thing that I'm doing, and no, I'm not perfect at it, is getting to bed when I can. I know myself personally, if I don't get between 7.5 and say 8.5 hours sleep each night, I do not function at my best. So if I'm not getting quite enough sleep, I'm tired the next day, I'm usually a bit cranky, I can't focus as well. I just feel like I want to sit there and stare at the wall and do nothing. So making sure that I'm on top of my sleep as well. I know it's not always easy to get into bed at a certain time, because we've got lots of other things to do, but I'm really making that effort to get into bed, because if I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I want to get as much sleep as I can, because I know that I will feel better the next day getting that extra sleep. So they are my things that I'm doing at the moment to stay on top of my lack of motivation, not quite enough energy, and maybe too many sweet treats. So let me know in the comments if you're doing some of those things, or what you're doing to combat the things that you're struggling with at the moment. And if the things that you're struggling with are the same as mine, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts, send me a DM, pop a comment in down below, whichever one is going to be your thing. And also let me know what you would like to hear more of in my little hashtag Train with Vicky chats each week. I do have a couple of things up my sleeve at the moment, and I'm going to be bringing those to you over the next couple of weeks. And I do hope that they're really going to be helpful and interesting for you. All right, I am going to sign off now for the afternoon. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will chat to you soon. Bye.